A more technical question that we sometimes get in the underwriting process design is, should I do a 90-10 or a 10-90 when it comes to a policy design? And essentially the question is underlying, I've heard that 10% going to the base contract or base premium and giving it 90% to the PUA or the PUA and term rider would be better for my cash value long term. And the answer to that is, it depends. We as a company like to show you all options. And so we have some people that see that option and say, I want to do that. And for other people, they see the limitations of that. And they also see that, hey, I might want to contribute more in the future, or I don't like how much term insurance is buying because I need to do this design. So Dan on our team gives a more in-depth explanation, but I wanted to give just a quick intro to give you context of what this question means. And so without further ado, I hope you enjoy.
My understanding is that it's structured as 30% for insurance costs versus 70% for cash value. Isn't this cost of 30% too high to leverage the cash value? Can this be structured such that insurance cost is very less, like 5%, and 95% is cash value? This is a question that we get a lot. A lot of times it's an idea of a 90-10, meaning 10% base, 10% for the insurance, and 90% of paid up additions, which is essentially cash. And the thing that people need to keep in mind is that there's a give and take to everything. So when you dramatically reduce that, you will get much higher cash value. So when you have that, let's just say a 90-10 split, you'll have higher cash value initially, but the long-term growth is what you're giving up. And so when we start looking at the fact that compound interest is a matter of a volume of money, interest rate, and time, and we're killing one of those big pieces, which is potentially the internal rate of return or the interest rate of that, because we went so heavy on the front end. There's a lot of cash value and death benefit buildup on the back end that is being given up to have a few more percentage points on the front end. So the reason we stick around in this 25%, 30% range is because it gives you the best of both worlds, where you're going to have really high early cash value and great long-term growth. And as you guys heard me say early on, I've ran probably thousands of illustrations because I truly, when I design these, I think of them as if they were my own. And what I've seen is time and time again, that 25%, 30% base is what's providing the best benefit on both sides, where and also what we're doing, and I don't remember, Caleb, if you talked about this, of doing a front load in the policy. What we're doing a lot of now is people do a higher initial dump in the first year. This might just be from savings that is sitting around or redirection from something else. And so let's just say it was $100,000 first year dump in, and then a $20,000 annual premium after that. That would bring the base premium, the insurance piece, down to about $6,000. So you're talking about a $6,000 insurance benefit for putting $100,000 in. In those scenarios, we're still seeing 88 to 92% cash value in the first year doing those front loads with a 30% base, 70% PUA ratio. And so be on the lookout. Caleb and I are going to do some case studies on this because it's a question we get a lot. And there's another piece just today that I was talking with somebody in the industry on, of these people, other financial professionals that are driving the bases down because people think that having less insurance means more cash. That in our low interest rate environment, it is possible that long term these policies would need more money to keep them as illustrated. So there's a lot of misinformation in the industry, and that's really what we're trying to take a stance in and just say, it's just math essentially. And let's take a look at an apples to apples and see what happens.
Hey, I want to thank you so much for watching this video to the end. This video is on life insurance. And if you have more questions about life insurance, infinite banking, why you should overfund it, we have a link below that goes to our And Asset Vault. This is a free vault that gives you everything you need to know about life insurance. We have case studies. We have a calculator on there. We have a handbook. We have frequently asked questions. We go through a process. I have my masterclass on there. We literally want to be the one-stop shop for every life insurance decision. And so if you want to learn more, click the link below. And we look forward to educating and maybe opening your mind and eyes to the power of life insurance.